Well, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Fly Fishing and Prospecting with Kraza. I'm just continuing on with the waste oil heater. This is part 3. There might be another 2 more, but anyway, look, I finally get the burner working on this video, so I hope you enjoy it. Think about subscribing, it really helps the channel. Even a comment or a thumbs up, it all helps the channel. So I hope you enjoy this video and thanks for watching it. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with all that. It came up really good. There's my inlet for the blower fan. So now I need to mount, this is the oil tank. So these are just off an old compressor. I bought this on Marketplace. It was a compressor that was damaged and I just wanted the tank. So for 20 bucks, I thought these tanks were small and big enough to hold enough oil. So now I need to mount these, and what I'll do, I'll attach a pipe to the bottom because this is joined to this, so the gravity will obviously drive the oil down, and I need to mount this to the frame here somewhere, and then I'll run a pipe down and into the burner. So yeah, that's the next job. So as you can see here, I've mounted the tanks, but I've mounted them too low because I need a bit more height so that I can get gravity to feed the pipe down to the burner. So I'll have to cut that off, and I have to weld in a new bracket. So unfortunately, you know, with something that is a prototype, you get these mistakes, but you know what, I'll just move on and just keep going. There we go, there's the new bracket all welded in. That's where the oil tanks are going to sit, up a bit higher. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So this is what I'm doing to make sure that when I look through the sight glass, so that I can watch the drips. So I've just bored that out. That's 14 mil. And now what I've got to do, I'm going to turn like a taper on this with a hole in it and press it into the fitting, and that way I'll be able to see the drips coming down into the pipe and how much I'm actually supplying to the burner. So that's what that's going to be. Keep going. So that's the finished product. I've got like a taper so that it tapers away from the edge. So I'll just push this in here and tap it on. It's home. That's not gonna fall out. It's like a nice press fit. So there you go, that's fitted into there, and then you can see in there the taper is in the middle of this fitting. So what happens, I screw this in, and then as the oil goes down that hole, you'll see it dripping, and I can watch how much I'm actually metering out. I'll spray white inside there, so it's a white background, and that way I can see it drip, and I can monitor how much oil is actually going into the burner. Anyway, let's move on. We're going good. Well, that looks like it. Now I'll drill this one. Bit of cutting compound. There we go. There we go. Hole number 2. Now just get rid of the sharp edges. Don't want them, don't want to cut yourself. So yeah, I'll just do that on that one and that one. And that's where I'm going to be filling the oil from. That waste oil. So yeah, moving along slowly. So there's a bit of residue inside the tanks. So I've just rigged up this little wire brush and put it in there. And just scratch out all of this residue. A little bit of rust. You don't want that flowing into where your valves are later, so it's a bit of a clean up inside. I could have used a plastic tank, but I kind of like the look of these on the actual heater, so I'll just persist with it and give it a clean up and move on from there. Now all I'll do, I'll get the gurney out, the pressure washer, and just and that should flush out all the rust and dirt out of there and give it a good clean. I can see it coming out dirty water, so yeah, that wire brush thing worked well. Alright, so I've finally got the tanks mounted. So they're mounted on the new bracket. I don't know if you can see that new bracket I made, so that's all done. Now I'm doing the pipe work. I've welded a fitting to this. There's the valve, the supply valve, which is a ball valve, and then I've got a gate valve here which is going to regulate the flow of oil. And then in here you've got that bit that I turned up and pressed into that fitting. Then here I've got that's open. I've painted it white inside there, so as the oil drips or if it runs, I'll be able to see how much oil it's consuming. So then it comes down. I've welded this fitting, this elbow to that fitting, and then that to the barrel union. So I've got an old pair of handlebars that are bent off a motorbike I had. I was going to buy pipe, but they wanted me to buy 6 meters. I didn't want to buy 6 meters. So now I've got to weld that into there, and then I can turn this around a touch, and then I've got to run that down and put a hole in this tank for the oil to drip into the actual burner. I've got this blower here, so I'm thinking I may not use this. Yeah, I mean, the neighbour gave this to me. He changed his heater in his house. This is off his ducted gas heating, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try, see how it fits. It will fit, but I just think it's just too close to the burner. That's what that's doing there. If you wondered why it's there, I'm probably not going to use it. So anyway, I thought I'd explain that, why that's in there. For the oil to go into the tank, so I've just got to there we go. There's our hole. Well, here it is. It's all welded together, the supply line, the oil line. So yeah, it's all done. I've got to weld that bracket on to support that pipe. Probably doesn't need it, but you know what, I've got it, I'll put it on, and then it goes into there. I've welded it to the tank, the burner, another barrel union there so that I can disassemble it when I need to. And then inside here you can see, I don't know if you can see the pipe. It's got like a little elbow on the end of it. You can see it's at the back of the T, so the air is blowing that way towards the left, and that oil supply is going to be behind where the air's coming out. I just figured it gave it a better chance to drop and not get burnt straight away, rather than have it in front of the burner where the air's coming out. It just might burn the pipe as well that's coming in, so it's just behind the direction that the air's circulating. Anyway, I'll find out once I run it, but yeah, that's it. It's coming along really good. So I'm just putting paint stripper on to get rid of the paint, because obviously when it gets hot it's going to burn the paint off. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and the paint stripper's working alright. I'm just using this brand here. I think I might have got this from Bunnings, I'm not sure. Anyway, it seems to be working fine. So yeah, I'll just keep at it and I'll get all the paint off, and then I'll give it a try, see if the burner works. So yeah, once the paint stripper's done its work, it all just comes off. Oh, that, how good's that? Just wear some gloves, because that chemical's quite aggressive, so you don't want that on your skin. Swirl's working really well, but the problem I've got is where my oil's going in, it's smoking. Why would it be doing that? Well, hi everyone. I've put in that trap to trap the oil so that I don't get any smoke back. So that's the mod there. See how I've put that U thing in there? So that's stopped, and therefore there's no smoke coming out. I've had the thing running for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. She's getting hot, and you can see that's not hot there, so that'll be full of smoke. But now that I've got that trap, that's full of oil, and the smoke can't go past the oil that's sitting in there. So therefore, there's no smoke coming out of the out of there. You can see I've got it just dripping, which is good. I mean, I can feel like heaps of heat coming off that, so it's working really good. So let's have a look at the flame. I haven't made a proper lid yet, so let's have a look. Oh yeah, that is cooking. That is cooking. So got to get a proper lid on there eventually. But yeah, that's where I'm at so far. And like the heat, I haven't got a temperature gun, but man, that is hot damn. So it's definitely producing some good heat. I'm happy I've stopped that problem I had with the smoke. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going.